Business letter, placing an order. In this module, you will learn how to write a business letter to place a personal order. Business letter, placing orders, an introduction. A letter for placing orders is a written business communication. Often, we order for things for official or personal use based on a catalogue or an advertisement. For this, we need to write a formal letter in a particular format with all the specifications. Things like school furniture, sports equipment, apparatus for laboratories, and library books were procured after sending such a letter to the supplier. Purpose of letters for placing orders. A letter for placing an order must be written in a manner so as to avoid any confusion about the product code or the quantity ordered. A letter for placing an order is a formal letter and thus has the same format as that of a formal letter. Tone and language. Keep the language and tone of a business letter formal, polite, and businesslike. Use terms like kindly, please, and request, but do not go overboard in their use. Be concise and precise. Use short, uncomplicated sentence structures to avoid ambiguity and confusion. Give exact specifications about the product, its code, and the mode of payment. Do not fail to mention the time of delivery. Useful words and phrases. This is with reference to your advertisement in the newspaper dated. Kindly refer to your quotation. Please refer to your latest catalogue. We accept your offer or the rates negotiated upon and would like to place an order for. Would you please send? Cash on delivery, COD. Points to remember while placing an order. Address the letter to the person responsible for executing the order. Include in the letter all the terms and conditions agreed upon by the parties involved in the transaction. Refrain from resorting to verbiage. Document all relevant details of the order: product name or type, quantity, rate, and the terms and conditions agreed upon. Sender's address. Write this on the top left-hand corner of the sheet. This is the address on which the supplier would reply. Do not use any punctuation marks in the address, as in other formal letters. In case you are using the company letterhead, omit this address. Date. Write the date as in all formal letters. Receiver's designation and address. Name and address of the organization supplying the product. Leave a line after the date and left align it as in other formal letters. Address it to the person responsible for executing the order. Start with the name and official designation. First, write the name and then the designation of the receiver. For example, Mr. S.K. Jain, the proprietor. In case you do not know the name of the receiver, write only the designation. Write the official address right below the designation without leaving a line. Do not use punctuation as in all formal letters. Subject. The subject states the specifics of the order to be placed. Write it as in all formal letters, after leaving a line below the receiver's address and above the salutation. Keep it short and crisp, not more than 6 to 8 words. You can also refer to a previous correspondence if required. For example, subject, order for sports equipment. Subject, order for laptops. Reference, letter dated 12th November 2020. Salutation. Use the correct form of salutation. In case you know the name, ensure that you spell it correctly. In such a case, address the person as Dear Mr. George Alexander and not as Dear Mr. George. Most of the time, you will not know the name, so address the supplier as Dear Madam or Sir. Refrain from punctuating the salutation and using words like respected. Avoid addressing the supplier by the Christian name. Business letters are strictly formal. Body of the letter. This forms the crux of the letter. Divide the body into 3 short paragraphs. Leave a line between the paragraphs and do not indent the paragraphs. The first paragraph refers to the quotation, catalogue, rate list, or a prior meeting where you might have seen a product demonstration or negotiated on the rate. The second paragraph provides complete details of the product that you wish to order. Mention its color, size, code, and quantity. In the third paragraph, you must mention the time frame within which the product must be supplied, mode of transportation, terms and conditions of payment, and any other similar details that you deem necessary to convey to the supplier. Complimentary clause. The complimentary clause of the letter must be polite. It is written below the third paragraph after leaving 2 lines. It is generally written as yours truly or truly yours. Many conservative writers even use yours faithfully. This is also acceptable. Remember that there is no apostrophe in yours and the second word is not capitalized. Do not use any punctuation marks for the complimentary clause. Sample letter. Practice questions. Attempt the following in your notebook. Summary. In this module, you have learnt how to write a business letter to place a personal order.